The bathing ceremony of Lord Krishna. In the quaint village of Gokula, nestled amidst lush green pastures and the gentle hum of nature, a miracle had taken place. Lord Krishna, the divine child, had graced the home of Nanda Maharaja and Mother Yashoda. Their hearts swelled with joy, for they knew their son was no ordinary child. To celebrate his arrival, Nanda Maharaja decided to host a grand ceremony, one that would echo through the ages. The preparations began with fervor. Fragrant water was sprinkled across the streets, which were then lined with garlands of fresh flowers, green leaves, and fluttering flags. The air buzzed with excitement as the villagers readied themselves for the occasion. Even the animals were not left out. The beloved cows, bulls, and calves, so dear to the people of Gokula, were lovingly decorated. Their bodies were smeared with oil and turmeric, painted in brilliant hues of red and yellow. Peacock feather garlands adorned their necks, and some wore necklaces of gold, shimmering in the sunlight. The animals, calm and content, seemed to sense the joy that filled the air. As per the sacred traditions, Nanda Maharaja invited learned Brahmanas and astrologers to conduct the birth ceremony. On the appointed day, he and Mother Yashoda dressed in their finest attire. The ceremony began with solemnity. The Brahmanas chanted Vedic mantras, their voices resonating with divine energy. As they invoked blessings, the astrologers prepared Krishna's horoscope that spoke of a life destined for greatness. Offerings were made to the family ancestors and the gods, ensuring the child's protection and prosperity. As the rituals concluded, the atmosphere shifted from solemnity to celebration. The villagers of Gokula, dressed in colorful garments and adorned with glittering jewelry, gathered with gifts for the divine child.
The gopis, with their infectious joy, took center stage. They smeared baby Krishna with a fragrant mixture of turmeric, yogurt, milk, and oil. Elevated with their happiness, they began playfully throwing the mixture on each other. The cowherd men, amused by the gopis' antics, decided to join in. Soon, a playful battle ensued, with the mixture flying in every direction. The entire village erupted in joy, the bond of love and unity weaving everyone together in celebration. Nanda Maharaja watched the scene with a heart full of gratitude. To honor the Brahmanas and astrologers, he gifted 200,000 cows, each adorned with gold ornaments and fine cloth. He also distributed grains and treasures among the singers and performers. As the sun set over Gokula, casting a golden hue over the village, the festivities began to wind down. Yet, the joy lingered in the hearts of the people. The birth of Lord Krishna was more than just an event. It was a moment of divine connection and love.